Alright. Captain Alfonso, come as you please. Leave in pieces. Freely does wine pour. Bodies litter the floor. Alright. It's time for us to start this, sir. I see that you've returned. Thank you for your contribution. I know how painful it must be for someone like you to go against your fate. But Providence lies just ahead. This is by no means a false promise, but true redemption. I thank you, son. Lord Carmen is far beyond our comprehension, though. There's no point in trying to deceive him either. He will discover the truth before long. So you were a spy of the church as well. So much for being a spy for the Inquisition, huh? They can't even trust their own people around here. Gods! Also, you should thank Tiago. Our ally has condemned him to death at the hand of the Inquisition. I have never seen the Herald of the Sea, but rumor has it that the Herald will not refuse a request of its kin. Because the choice of kin must surely benefit the entire kind. The thought of kin must also be shared by the entire kind. We ought to learn from this, as this is also a part of the cycle. Then we will let Tiago worry about himself then. But what about... I see that you still have doubts. Of course, they are unnecessary. Our prophet, Miss Amayi, would she really be able to come back from this? She has simply chosen to return to the sea, one step ahead of us. She is to locate our path, our herald, and the trails of the sleeping city. If she returns, it is to help her king. If she does not, it is because she is making preparations. We needn't worry too much about her. Just know that she wishes to avoid the scrutiny of the Inquisition, regardless of where she might be. And this person, this Iberian, why exactly did we abduct him? Elysium? His patrons seem to have made some kind of agreement with Carmen. He is an enemy. I really wish that you would choose another way of describing my relationship with the doctor here. You've been investigating us as well, have you not? I've devoted quite a lot of time explaining our deeds to you, and we would prefer not to hurt you. Have you thought things through? I think I've heard everything that I needed to know about your hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, you say? So you still speak of morality, the morality of the human realm. I couldn't care less what these sea terrors or seaborn really are. All I see are a bunch of outlawers inventing a reason to vent their frustration with Iberia, and of course the Inquisition. Well, I haven't really lived here for a particularly long time. I am still an Iberian. And I've been to a lot of places and seen a lot of different things as well. People like you who think that they are special are just actually a dime of a dozen. If the gods that you're talking about are actually real, and well, all that nonsense about being the pinnacle of evolution or even the bleeding edge of life, then surely those gods must look down on people like you, right? How dare you! No, he's right. That is why the Herald no longer speaks to us. That is why only Amai can hear the voice of the ocean, and only she can guide us. There really was something off about her. I should have caught that sooner. That being said... Hey there, Tiago. So, how is it looking? Whatever those things of yours are, the Netherseed brand, they aren't able to get into the center of the city at all. That black monster can do more than just fly. It can even bleach out terrifying jets of flames. The Netherseed brand can spread faster than it's being burnt. If this is getting dragged out, then Grandfather will fall into the Inquisition's hand as soon as the sea terrors who are currently holding back the Panel Palito are being exterminated. we will all die. No, Tiago. No. All these things that you speak of, you do not grieve for the kin who willingly give themselves up to hold back our enemies. In other words, you are not yet resolved to sacrifice yourself for our entire kin at a moment's notice. Don't talk to me like that. Our interests just happen to line up this time. I'm just an old 40 with no interest of becoming an ocean hugger. What a lowborn. What a stubborn creature. Same to you, my friend. And you, lad, did I warn you not to meddle in other people's affairs? Oh, Tiago, you know each other, Kinda, by passing, thanks to Jordy. Well, no, he's just an outsider who kept hanging around the chapel. As the major, I need to at least have some idea of every person in this town. You should have stayed out of this as well. Yeah. Alright then. We should act soon, right? Or are we just going to wait for the Inquisition and his monster-wielding accomplice to burn my town to the ground? We will not. You seem awfully attached to this town. Why is that? Ren Farah is the embodiment of our generational spanning vision to rebuild our country. Heretics. Ask any of the Albarians who've joined you, and you will understand as well. The Inquisition has taken enough from us already, and I intend to pay them back double for it. This is all about avenging their gears. All the innocent's life that they've taken. Anyways, I am Skadi. I'm not Ishar-mla or whatever it is. You pronounce it differently, but what does it mean? Skadi knows, but dares not answer. Gladia told her that she's alright, and she is willing to believe her. But that is only an escape. She knows what the name means. It means a thunderous roar within the abyss, flesh and bone rubbing against the rock wall until the will remains, searching beyond the ocean. It means that after that horrid battle, something was left in her body. Something. Huh? My blood and your blood are identical. You smell my scent, exactly as we smell your scent. You find us, kill us. When we do not understand, we attempt to kill you too. We feed the ocean. Our bodies have provided for the ocean. Ishar-mla, we possess the same home. Inquisitor, how dare you join forces with them? What? Get off of my ship this instant! Otherwise you will join them in my hunt. Ask the quarry. Hey, easy there, Mr. Captain. Now tell me, how did you come to learn of this name? I will tell you exactly how. We ate the flesh of these things and our body began to change as well. I personally executed 3 of the survivors, until only I, or rather we, remained. Now, it is my turn to ask you. Their blood also flows in your veins. I can smell it, and you must be more special than the others as well. What are you... Look at my hands. Yeah, I've noticed that. It's kind of hard to not notice that. Skadi looks down. One of the captain's arms has taken the form of a seaborn, its newly formed webbing clearly visible, and its tentacle, like an extension, were squirming around. He seems to be making an effort to restrain it. By the look of it, whatever is inside that arm is also interfering with his body. It thirsts for my mind. It tells me to liberate you, to talk to you, to listen to your thoughts. Get off my ship before I kill the lot of you! Only by killing you can I maintain my sanity as a human! So be gone! Okay, well, we've already paid an immense price just to get here. If you truly still are the Albarian hero that we know, then you should join us instead! Think carefully, little Inquisitor. I've been in a bitter struggle for my life on the ship for longer than my homeland has been at war. What could you possibly understand? A single year of confinement can break a person's will. Do you have any idea how many years we've spent here, flirting with the waves? Well, 7 or 8 years ago, I personally executed the last crew member and threw him into the ocean. He died as a human. He was the last too. We were a baron's best sailor, warriors and scientists, stalwarts in our fate. The most common way to die aboard the ship was suicide. You can't imagine what I've been through. The left side of my body snatched away even my dreams. I no longer need to sleep. That itself was a form of torture itself. And during this prolonged torture, I've had nothing to do but hunt those monsters, large and small, and will away the remaining hours polishing my own ship. Leave me and my chief mate be, and return to where you once came from. I don't belong to you, or to the sea. I belong only to my abbandon, to the Stultifera Navis itself. Oh. So over all these years, he's trying to preserve his humanity. The small piece of his sanity. Ladia stopped walking. While she contemplates why this place is so clean, she notices a change in the scent as well. Seaborn. Of course there are seaborns around here. But what is the cause of this impure odor? And where did this vague premonition that she's starting to feel come from? She can only continue walking, following the path etched in the back of her mind, in an attempt to reach the depths of the ship. Suddenly, she comes to a stop. Don't you think that you're being a bit obtuse, appearing on this primitive transporting vessel that hasn't docked in over 60 years? Bishop of the Deep. There she is. I see that you saw through me immediately. Do you suppose that means that I chose the wrong place to appear to? You followed us here, I see. Hardly. But strictly speaking, I was the one who arrived here first. The ocean communicates with me. It accepted me. It aids me. From the very beginning, coming to the ship was a very trivial task for me. That you've been able to suppress your urges to rush forward and slay me is already quite impressive indeed. It is because you feel that the ship is vital to your grand plans as well. What are you after? You killed Quintus. I should have known better, huh? So even your test tube watching bottom feeders, pardon my language, will pursue vengeance as well. No, you misunderstand this. Quintus was a bit too eager to attain results, and that temperament of his not only lead to his demise, but also demonstrate conclusively that he was born as a human. Not that it is something to be ashamed of course. Under our doctrine, we will never become what we seek to be by thoughts alone. Only changes to nerves and sinew can be considered real. Wouldn't you agree so as well, Abyssal Hunter? We don't need to be enemies here. I have no plans to do anything to you at all. One's end is decided at the moment of one's birth. Nothing can change this immutable fact. You went through all the efforts to follow us out to the sea, just to spew this nonsense. Ah, well, about that. That is not something that you need to know yet. And she has company. Those lowly creatures won't be able to hold me back. Maybe not now, but maybe with this. A mice bites sweetly but does not answer. A blue light emerges from under her feet, and it soon envelops the entire corridor. Is that this brand again? Can you just create it by yourself? Oh, that's not good. That's clearly not good. The Nettersea brand at Grand Faro So I guess those traps were your handiwork as well. Hardly. You're also quick to blame your every misfortune to the Church of the Deep, but never stop to consider the truth behind these phenomena. These children have always existed in Grand Pharaoh. I've simply found them. Found them? Just cut the crap! We are out in the middle of the ocean. Our touch, invisible to the naked eye, is everywhere. This ship may not be of much use in our quest to return to Aegea. But must you really insist on returning though? Have you never had the slightest inclination to listen to what the heralds have to say? Seems that you're not different from that stupid bishop after all. You've never even been in a real fight before. Otherwise, you will never say such an idiotic thing to a hunter. No, but not all hunters take such pride in their arrogance. You're talking about Ulpianus now. He doesn't even know that he's here. We will meet again, Gladia. You've disappointed me, but that's fine. Perhaps it's for the better that you have something to break out of. What's that supposed to mean? But whether you come or go, or whether Aegea comes and goes, it is not for me to decide. You won't be leaving this conversation alive, though. Oh, really? What is that now? Okay, it looks like a frog in combination with a fish. That's not good. Well, I guess she has brought some new pets out, eh? That's interesting. Quintus should have had a herald by his side as well. You fought with that herald. You've spoken with that herald. Will you stagnate in a place? The ocean is ever in motion. Aegea is far from smart enough to curb evolution itself. There she goes! Hey! Hold up! Gladia. Oh, such a weak and pitiful prey. Cannot even speak. More like a beast. Hurry up and die. I still have a score to settle with that bishop there. I need answers from her. Pretty sure he's not going to die that easily, though. Those guys are relatively swift. Did you hear that, first mate? Our quarry brace. It calls out to us. The monster knows as the chief's mate nods slightly and uses its claw to straighten the crown that started to slip from its head. It prays. It's called out to us and brought yet another rabble with you. I guess it must be the swordfish. She must have discovered something as well. There's something unusual about the smell here as well. The sea breeze is confusing us. Good thing that these filthy Aegeas haven't scared it away. We've already been roaming around for months now, and I would hate to see my ship get even more beaten up. By hunt, you mean that you're hunting the seaborns? Seaborns? Ha! Sure am! Hunting to live off the bounty of the land. Hasn't humanity done so since the dawn of time? But if you still haven't left by the clock's next shine, you will die. There they go. I guess they're going after the seaborn instead? Alright, that's good. As long as we don't have to fight the captain at the very least. The huge dome elevator in the middle of the Stultifera is connected to various levels of great battleships. When riding it, one may witness a barrier's breathtaking scenery depicted across the walls. Standing here is like standing in the center of the world itself. Cool. Now, where exactly are we going? I thought we were about to head deeper into the ship, but now it kind of looks like we're getting higher? Interesting. Either way, there is a training area. A training area packed with sea terrors, seemingly startled awake by the sound of the hunting bell. This place, once used for human training, is now the hatchery. In the darkness, sets of eyes shine with an eldritch glow. The sound of crawling and slithering fills the air, The hostility is particle palpable. Well, guess we have to clean this up, huh? Draw your blade. This is a battle for survival. Of course. But there's no battle here. In the end, the Sea Terror is nothing more than a Sea Terror itself, and the battle soon reaches its conclusion. They sink back into the darkness to recuperate, awaiting their next opportunity. That is the nature of the hunt. You're either the hunter or its prey. A rather large sea terror died under the watch of its kin. From its peduncle hangs a pocket watch, which, based on its engraving, once belonged to the navigator of the Stultifera Navis. Ah. Okay, I guess this is one of his old crew members who lost himself to the sea terrors. From the perspective of the species' survival, would sea terrors ever evolve a compulsion to collect stuff like this? Probably not. Unless, of course, this is an aspect of their old life. Oh my god! Look at all of these tabs! Alright. Let's start from the right side and work our way to the left this time. The pipes. The area inside the pipe shaft is a complete mess. It seemed that some kind of brutal fight has occurred here, and based on the sword marks left behind, both sides must have been humans. Okay. This place is dark and messy. In a lightless corner lies a skeleton. Is that all? What about the skeleton? Oh! Swords! No, upon closer inspection, we realize that it's actually two skeletons entangled together. One of the skeletons seems so wrapped up and twisted that it resembles the bone left behind by a certain species of sea terrors. One longsword pierces through what had once been their chest, while a second sword remains in its grasp. By the look of it, they had been the one to drive the first sword through their bodies. Why would their death be like this though? What exactly was their relationship? What were they thinking before they died? Perhaps nobody will ever know. Around the skeletons, a half roll of shippered book pages is sitting in the corner. The remaining pages are filled with various ciphers, one of which matches the password format seen in the record room. Unfortunately, it still remains incomplete. I need to find the password? Record room? Ah, okay. Well, that's fine. I'll probably find some more. What about the chapel? A chapel included on the ship. It Ekans overlooks every guest who has visited. Many years ago, sailors once came here to confess their sins and unburden their souls. Now the only thing that might enter this ornate chapel is the occasional lost sea terror. Oh, that's so sad. Well, let's see if there's some pages around here as well, because I still need to find the password. An Ekan overlooks every guest who comes here. Is that all? Really? Oh no, there's more. The Ekan itself. Before the calamity, the Church of Albaria had already drifted from Lateranus onto Doxy. It is no longer wishes to flock by the shackles by the Lateranus law, and His Holiness in Laterano seem unaware of the schism. In the end, the Albarian have discovered that only they can bring themselves the salvation that they seek. The ship's chapel is a typical product of the post-schism era. Its Ekan no longer holds a gun, but instead takes up sword and lantern. The Church of Albaria has already written its own scripture, and with the king's support, plans to have the pope, they plan to have a pope of its own. Now all of this has been reduced to ash. Only the Inquisition remains to lead Albarian forwards. In the corner of the church lies a row of standard-issue sailor hats, the original owner long gone, hidden beneath the waves, of course. However, this little token of camaraderie is enough to prove that there are still those who do not wish to forget them. Under one of the hats is a half roll of a cipher book. The remaining pages are filled in various ciphers, one of which matches with the password format that we are currently looking for. And yet, it is still incomplete. Okay, I guess there's more to it than just 2 pieces of a cipher. Well, thank you very much. Next, I guess we're going to go over to the command hall? Oh wait, I guess we can't really go there yet. There's nothing of interest in the hall at the moment. You're much more interested in a place called Confinement Room. Alright, that's the last one that I'm going to go to. In that case, how about the corridor itself? And never mind. There are a few horrible gashes left on the walls of the corridor. Perhaps the record room will tell you what exactly has happened here. I see. Well, can I even enter the record room? I don't really have the password yet. The record room most likely houses all of Iberia's Grand Fleet's confidential files at one point. All sorts of documents related to personnel, deployment plans, and technical arrangements were sealed away into safes, one by one. Now they're nothing more than a pile of refuse. Is there anything in this room? Other than a table, a few chairs, and a lamp in the middle of the room, and of course the safes of various size lining up all the way to the ceiling. There are particularly no other items around here. The person in charge of this place must have been quite the organizer. Most of these safes here haven't been locked at all. The documents inside them now are meaningless. Only one of the large one remains firmly shut, requiring a password to open. Okay. Do I have the password? Probably not. Can I try to unlock it? The heavy safe door slid open, revealing nothing inside except a copy of the ship's personal file. By reading it, you catch a glimpse of everything that the Soteria has suffered ever since the calamity. When the silence struck, the massive fleet collided with a terrible wave almost head-on, suffering heavy casualties in the process. When the wave subsided, the Soteria spent a while trying to find any other ship or survivor out in the sea, but with little luck, as its own propulsion system has been damaged. Then the monsters started to appear. Within half a month of the calamity, the crew had been reduced by more than half. Every inch of the dock was stained with blood. A year later, the ship's supplies started to run low, and the remaining 100 crew members began their long struggle. The following records are filled with horrific, appalling words: betrayal, madness, chewing, and transformation. 20 years after the calamity, only 16 people remained alive and sane on the ship. And the captain was one of them, seeing the struggle of his people was all of these years. I'm actually very surprised that he's still somewhat sane after all of this. Usually, an experience like that breaks them. It always breaks them. Now, what about the confidential room? A strange rubbing noise comes beside your ears, quickly retreating to the golden corridor and prepare to confront the unknown force. I see. Guess I have to go back to the left side after all then. But wait a second, I thought I didn't have the password yet. Because they said that the records, the password files were still incomplete. I guess they were lying to me after all. I only needed 2 of them after all. Huh. But regardless, time for us to pick up yet another battle. And I hope this time around, things aren't going to be as rough as they were. Am I going to keep Crown Slayer? She's very, very powerful and solves a bunch of my problems all just by being here. But I do kind of want to bring back my orchid a bit.
I'll complete my mission to the best of my ability.
She's supposed to help us slow them down. And besides, she needs to gather more trust as well. I want to give Orchid another chance. Maybe this time around it's not going to be so bad, huh? Yeah, maybe this time around it's not going to be so bad.
Please take good care of yourself while I'm gone.
Is what I say, and I already see those things. Oh, how lovely.
In position.
Oh, lovely indeed. And I'm supposed to ignore these guys, right? Because they are going to start spreading the mark.
Understood.
That's not good. Well, Plum is already going to start catching some of these guys. That's going to be handy for us. I'm already going to deploy my healers here. I can't really deploy any of my archers yet because I'm unsure about the Nether brand. But that's quite alright. Fang is capable of handling this all by herself. For a little while at least. I'm going to catch this guy with our tank. This should keep it under control. Plum, I need you to get a little bit more aggressive around here. Maybe I should have changed my thing after all. Maybe instead of the stun effect, I want the thing that gets rid of the nether brands. Maybe that would have been a better idea. Maybe. Well, I guess it's a little bit too late for that now. And don't you die on me now. This can't happen. There are a whole ton of them here. Look at them go. Just look at them go. Oh god. Okay, I need another one. And I need you to stun them. Okay. It's all good. It's all fine. Maybe it's not that all fine. Okay, she dies now. There's much that I can do about it. I'm going to ignore him for a while. But Denko is going to block this path for now. Meteor is going to help her out. I'm going to send out another one to stun them. Her. Blink is going to help out with the left side. Keep on healing though. Going to stun them again. And they're already leaking again! My god! Okay, you know what? You know what? I don't think that we can get rid of the Nether brand. Let's be serious here. The left side is absolutely covered in the stuff. Absolutely covered. They are spawning constantly. But at the very least, I could keep the right side clean. That might already be worth it. Also, I might want to reconsider. Maybe I need my Crown Slayer after all. Yeah, I might need my Crown Slayer after all. Crown Slayer. Still needs a couple more seconds. And they're already leaking again. Okay, this is not working. This is not working. But we're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer. Hit them where it hurts. Okay. So far so good. I'm gonna exchange you for Maya. Crown Slayer retreats again. I'm about to stun lock that guy. Like crazy. Okay, go to the left. Scott is going to join us. This is fine. Keep healing. And he's slow. What the hell are you talking about? Why are you just trying to sneak by here? The hell is up with you? Stay stunned! Just stay stunned! Okay. You retreat. You're going to do this.
All you deserve.
You're going to stay right there for a little while longer. Once again, Spot is about to get stunned again. And if that happens, he's just going to march through here. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. Shoot the where it hurts. Okay. Okay.
This sword thirsts
You're
for
about to
revenge.
get stunned.
I won't permit it.
That's fine. We have it still under control on the left side at least.
It won't hurt. You'll just get a little buzz.
I don't want you to damage him too much. At the same time though, he's probably about to leak very, very soon.
Over here.
You know what? Just stun him. Just stun him, it's fine. It's fine.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Alright. Maya's already recovering. That's good. Baseline is standing strong. Answer is keeping Spot alive. We have our Crown Slayer back. Same goes to Skadi, and our current SP has reached its maximum. It's all fine and good.
They have no
Stuff
path
is
to
spreading though. That's clearly not a good thing. And now this thing is here. How lovely. Do we need to worry about this? It's approaching us relatively slowly.
Those will be your last words.
Okay, it had the boss thingy. The HP bar of the boss, at the very least. What's that? Hello?
They have no way to advance.
Lab?
Ready for Overwatch.
No?
Got it.
No, I guess that has nothing. That does nothing. Apparently. Wait, there's other thing
Am
right
I the
here.
only tuba in your band?
What the hell?
Those will be your last words.
Yeah, okay. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
My name hasn't died yet.
And now you're going for my healers. Of course you are. Of course you are. What the hell? What? What? Okay, you know what?
No.
Maybe I need to get rid of the Nether Branders after all. Maybe it's just not something that I can ignore. Guess we're just going to kill it like this. Because it's taking a while.
Still work.
Okay, how long does it need to eat? Actually, it took a lot longer than I anticipated.
I'll give you a taste of my taser.
Я сражу моя.
A lot longer than that.
Everyone, follow me.
Why, my throne?
That's quite alright.
Hurt. You'll just get a little buzz.
Alright then.
My old methods still work.
Healer has been deployed. Crown Slayer's getting closer again.
Follow me.
She's almost ready to take care of these guys. Alright, do it again.
Those will be your last words.
Oh god, is that thing strong.
Don't be a please. Come to your senses.
Okay, you hit this.
Am I the only tuba
This is
in
no
your
longer
band?
needed.
My old
Same
methods
goes to
still
this.
work.
They have no way to advance. Don't be afraid.
Can you please... No, wait, you can't heal her. Right. I remember she cannot heal herself.
They have
She
no
cannot
solution
heal
to
herself. What's alright? We have this.
From the smoke.
Stun.
advance. Ah, that's an unauthorized discharge.
Stun on yourself. It's all good. Just stun on yourself. Fang is still generating AP. Maya's going to start shooting now.
They have no position to evade.
The stun is over. Come on.
This sword
I'm going to give you the boost. The party-wide boost.
Doesn't matter to me.
They have no position to evade.
Spot has recovered. Link is going to change it. Come on. Another stun.
Those will be your last.
Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! I hate that fish! And I hate the nether brands! God! See it. I see Alfonso heading for the Great Hall every day. He's named it abbandon. He's moving the mirror from this bedroom to the hall and spent day after day examining himself. Ever since the head chef and young Jamie were executed, he and I are the only ones who are left. Ah, there you are. How long was I asleep? It kinda feels like I barely got any sort of rest at all before I found myself awake again. Not really long, but there's no need to force yourself. I know that it hurts, even for you, to talk. These lowly monsters leave plenty of blood behind, so let us use that to write instead. I note, in the corner are buckets filled with the blood of our crown. Time passes way too slowly here. I barely sleep at all, but my dreams felt even longer than all the decades behind us. Is it time that we give up then? It has been a long, long while since young Jamie and the old chef has left us. Should we just follow them? Yes, we should give up. My consciousness blurs more and more, like the feeling of being entangled right before waking up from a dream. It is not just my flesh that is changing, but everything about me, everything that makes a living being. We should give up. We should just end ourselves before we are getting devoured. The infinite, bottomless ocean, the sea breeze, the waves, the whispers. Chief Mate, this is our ship, our ideas. Sooner or later, we will lose even the strength to walk. But it won't happen to her. Not to the ship. That cigar shopping engineer was right. Even if we all die, this ship will never sink. Today is just another 24 hours in one long, unending day. Let's see. Don't give up. Look at what you've become. I can't even see your sea blue eyes anymore. Wouldn't you would rather be set free instead? I am your chief mate. He hasn't given up yet, so you can't either. For your sake. Hush, easy now. Thank you, Garcia. No matter what you turn into, the bond between us will never change. Yes, but I know he's looking at the mirror, because even someone as strong as him has finally succumbed to the monsters. We have consumed their flesh and blood. At first, we started the fire to cook them. Then, we were forced to devour them raw. Even the most powerful Inquisition were awed by Alfonso's strength. He was the object of so many young sailors' admiration. It was just simply nothing that he couldn't do. But he has held on for so long. Soon, he too will become one of them. He's worried. He's furious. If he cannot even tolerate the slightest monster within him, how can he tolerate even me? That's a good question. Maybe the bond is so strong that he just overlooks these changes. Huh? Maybe all of that he can only endure because of you. Did you think about that? Trash. You're worth even less than the weeds that wash ashore the Salviento. That woman was merely creating a smokescreen. The ocean boasts no change as to speak of. Gladia. I want to see. Are you free? I mean, yes, right? Friends are here. They are trapped. Need help. Should be returned to our kin's embrace. Many friends have died here, but parents will not let them die. I must save them. Even if you can speak with that ugly mug of yours, that's no surprise to anyone anymore. Return to the Great Sea. There's no need to fight. We go together. Yeah, no. I've already grown tired of your prattling. It is time to end you. Gladia, will you prey on me? If you feed on me, will that make you stronger, more full of life? Will it help the scales of your neck to grow and spread, and return you to your proper form? It can tell where the scales are? The hell? Abyssal hunters are bound by blood. The seaboard contours its relative slender form. It is biting off parts of its own body. What are you doing? I sever this flesh. Now, consume it. If you need more, I will give you more. I will give you everything. Gladia stares blankly at the fleshly mass on the ground. She is shaking. But not because of the seaborn, or even its behavior. However, this moment of distraction convinces the seaborn that Gladia has accepted its proposal. We will meet again, soon. The seaborn leaves. The Gladia does not pursue it. Because she smells the scent of shark and Skadi. The seaborn will not escape. She turns around and heads towards where the other smell is coming from. The smell of the sea, and of blood, the smell of hunters aboard of the ship, and I didn't notice it until I got this close? That's impossible! I guess he was hiding it well. Very well. So, what exactly do we do now? I never expected that there would be people alive around here. I thought we would get the ship back just by killing some sea terrors. The captain made it sound so simple. True. So, what exactly are you looking at, Spectre? The mirror. Did you know, Skadi? Even as we speak, when I look at myself in this mirror, I start to remember so many things that I had forgotten. A darkened dome, 100-meter tall sculpture, an aquamarine-colored opera hall, a waterfall pouring crystal of ice. What exactly is this place, Skadi? It is your home. My home. Yes, I remember now. Withering flesh climbing all over that statue. It collapsed with a thunderous thud. I remember these things, but I've never experienced them at all. I don't know. I only know it from hearing you talk about where you used to live, at least, which fell into ruin long ago, long before I met you. Maybe you only saw the reports later on. Can we save the shadow for some other time? I mean, we're currently surrounded. Were we planning to chase down those two seaboats or not? Or are we going to seize control of the ship while they are not around? Or, I don't know, are we going to sail it back? Well, if the survivors haven't managed in 60 years, somehow I doubt that we could figure it out ourselves. Just be patient for now. The squad leader will figure something out. Hey, Spectre! What's wrong? I'm a little dizzy. Just remembered what they did to me. Wait. I saw her just now in Renfaro. She was willing to talk to me. She was full of hypocrisy, blowing hot and cold. But she's here. Wait, do you mean another survivor? No, an enemy. One who can cross the ocean and board this vessel, which is more than enough to identify them. Let's split up. Where exactly will you go? I don't know. I am an aberrant inquisitor. It is my duty to ensure that the ship returns to our hands. I will go after Alfonso. Yeah, sure, because Alfonso can definitely help you out. Maybe. Oh. Kah! I guess they're still hunting the sea terrors. Oh, don't you worry, Garcia. We will catch up soon enough. When those ignorant Agia wounded it, it went up from Victoria and past the Bolivar. From there, it could only climb up onto the deck, then dive into the ocean. This ship is not at its beck and call. Nitian, when we were young, we visited that country along with some other officers. Do you still remember that? The twisted faces of those Kurfürsten were enough to turn stomachs, but I understood how to respect arts, which was a mind-boggling revelation. Today's been a good day indeed. We saw quite a few living people. Hope they get out quick enough as well. Go to Lytian, Gracia. Go play the score that you used to love so much. Breathe some life into the hunt, my love. Yes. There they go. And there it is. Kah! Did you get it? You're not scaleless. Do you need more food? No? They're getting closer again. Sufficient nutrients, but these waters are still incomplete. The cycle has not yet been built yet, and living things die in vain. We must hurry. Oh, no you don't! Why? Hunting is meaningless. There's something that we must do, a duty to our kin. How many does it make now? I lost track after 10 of them. When exactly did your monster learn to talk? No, I remember you. Little one. When we ate your parents, you and your litter were nearby. You were watching. Back then you were the weakest of the lot. A pathetic runt. Alfonso laughed as he pokes at the seabone's wound, blood running along the tip of his blade, dripping onto the floor. We are bound by blood. You hunt and eat us. You will become us, just as our parents has hunted you, and then became hunted by you. If the right conditions can trigger your evolution, then how do we make you more palatable? Your flesh, that is. You hunt to survive. There's no good or evil in the hunt. Well, that's too bad then. Can't give you a hint! Because he only eats for the sake of consumption. He doesn't care about the taste. The scent. It ends here. I guess he led me here. The smell. Oh. Claudia does not search for the hunter's whereabouts. She begins to look around her. Ever since she boarded this vessel, her surroundings have filled her with a sense of nostalgia. The materials, the decoration, and even the handiwork. Bergon, a genius from the Academy of Science, was an Aegir, without a doubt. This was his domain. The mystery behind why the ship hasn't sunk in decades was itself the message that Bergon wanted to leave to Aegir. A brand new fusion of Orignium and terrestrial technology. But what exactly is this? Key. Gladia grasped the key from her bosom. She seized up her surrounding. Gone. Where exactly did you hide your secrets?